The situation sucks. There's no other way to put it. I found out about the situation Pearl was in yesterday. She was not at the home that I dropped her off at, which I visited myself and left her in great condition.
You took her to this farm in Santa Clarita. Do you have any idea when or why that farm where you did take her to be rehomed, why they gave her up to someone else?
So apparently that ranch owner moved to Nevada and could not take Pearl with her. So that homeowner or ranch owner gave Pearl to the farmer across the street. And then, to my understanding, that farmer called the Gentle Barn to come pick her up.
People figured out it was your pig, and then there was all this backlash, and people were, because the way that TikTok went out, it did make it seem like you were the person who had abandoned Pearl.
Yeah. The verbiage they used was she was irresponsibly rehomed. So the first thing I did was I checked myself. I said, wait a second, was she irresponsibly rehomed by me? Absolutely not. She was put in an amazing horse ranch where she lived an amazing life for 10 months. When that homeowner relocated and the pigs swiped hands again, it was something that I didn't know was taking place. And apparently that farmer called the Gentle Barn to come pick her up. I found this out yesterday, and I emailed the Gentle Barn immediately and offered to help in any way I could. I cuddled with this pig. I slept with this pig. She was in my life for 2 to 2.5 years. And she lived the best life ever. She was regularly bathed, ate meals that were like gourmet for a pig, had a 30-foot by 50-foot pen, had an apartment of her own. Like, I loved this pig. And so, yeah, seeing that video was heartbreaking to me. I thought Pearl was in a safe, healthy condition and state. And when I found out that she was not, and it sucks, man. And I want to do everything I can to help. It's why I emailed the Gentle Barn. And like, I was going to keep this private, but like social media loves to do what they want, and the armchair quarterbacks trying to make assumptions about who I am and how I treat animals. I've grown up with animals my whole life. And whenever, if ever they have to be rehomed, I make sure they're in responsible homes that can take care of them accordingly.
Have you heard from Gentle Barn or anybody about how Pearl's doing?
They have not reached back out yet. No. Yeah. And the other thing they made a fuss about was that they said there was a second pig found with Pearl. And I looked into that as well. Pearl was transferred alone. So the farmer, who I haven't spoken to yet, denies knowing anything about a second pig. And I don't know what that is or if that's even true, but there was no second pig. Pearl was transferred alone. I'm just going to do everything I can to continue being a good person and making situations right should they spring up like this one. Like, this was unpredictable. This was unforeseen. And I wish I could have gone back in time and told the past version of myself to not get a pig, because I'd be moving to an island in 2.5 years.
So going forward with the Gentle Barn, I know you offered financial assistance. Is there anything else that you're even thinking about? A possible reunion with her. I don't know if you have any. Do you have any homes in the States still, and in the mainland where possibly she could live?
Yeah, no, I do want to reunite with Pearl if possible, if the Gentle Barn will have me, and if they'll accept a donation from me. I'm always I try to be wary of whether or not they'll have me. Who knows, man? Like, it's a philanthropy, and maybe they think I'm the enemy here. But like, if they're willing to let me help, I'd love to help, and I'd love to see Pearl again.